See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Right.
But going to the offensive side of the ball for the Boston Celtics in Game 4, as a team unit, they were not able to knock down shots, which made it a lot easier for the Mavs to defend the closeouts, even with slower defenders like Luka. But even through it all, the Celtics were still attempting more three-point shots, a lot of them being great open looks. Is that they just weren't falling. But Tatum and Brown showing a lot of maturation from the NBA Finals going up against the Golden State Warriors, because in games 4, 5, and 6, they were not able to make adjustments of the rotational defense of Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. And that caused them to settle for a lot of shots, especially Jason Tatum struggling just to play make for other teammates, as a lot of his passes were intercepted for steals. But these two have shown a great maturation, with Jason Tatum reading the game a lot better, not settling for shots, getting other teammates involved, as this roster is constructed in a way where the scoring onus will never necessarily be on him. And there's no reason for him to try to average 30 points a game when he has 4 other guys on the floor who could not only knock down three-point shots, but they could finish at the cup, take mid-range shots. It wouldn't make sense for him to try to play hero ball. And with Jaylen Brown, he has shown an onus of being one of the vocal leaders of this team, especially on the defensive end with the departure of Marcus Smart. We've seen him make great plays throughout these finals and become that player that could be consistently reliable in crunch time situations with taking big shots, as we've seen it played out in Game 3. Long gone are the days of the Warriors finals in which a combination of Wiggins, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green systematically took these guys out their game. Not only they have changed their approach, but they have come back stronger and wiser and have fully embraced the team concept. You see them going out and getting Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Make no mistake about it, the Celtics front office had to speak with those guys. And for them to be okay with so many other guys who can come in and average 20 points a game, it shows you that they're past the accolades phase, where they're going to get their all-star selections or attempts at MVP awards or scoring titles. They're completely past that. They've been through the NBA Finals losses, the heartbreaking early playoff exit losses. So with them approaching their mid to late 20s, they're at that sweet spot where they begin to let go of the personal accolades. They already have their footprint in the league, and now they're trying to establish themselves historically. But taking a look at Game 5 and the Celtics' offensive adjustments, pulling out the Mavericks big man down low, as we've seen in Game 4, the Mavericks emphasize a switch with Lively or Gafford down low to at least have someone to protect the rim. And in that transition to the closeout game, the Celtics initiated a game plan to make sure that the Mavs big men are pulled out of the paint. And here's some prime examples of it right here. Check out Al Horford as he's going to make his way down. He's going to drag Gafford away from the hoop and force him to make a decision, either to guard him way out here or get involved in this pick and roll action that's going to be ran in between Tatum and Drew Holiday. So as soon as he's making his run in the corner to force Gafford to make that decision, they're running pick and roll right here. Look at Drew. Easy access. Once again, Gafford being forced to make tough decisions. Look where he's guarding Al Horford at while this pick and roll action happens here, and look at all the space. Check out Drew. Drew has plenty of space to operate, and this is the power of the 5-out offense by the Boston Celtics. Everyone can make shots, and it's taking away that rim protection. Now right here off this rebound, you're going to see the Celtics players. This is the power of this offense. You have 5 guys that have high basketball IQ, and Horford, he trails right here off that rebound on purpose, especially with Gafford the past few possessions being taken away from being the low man. But he's used to getting back on defense, instantly covering that low post area. And this is where you see Horford trails on purpose and takes full advantage of it. And Celtics right here showing numerous counters from when they pulled the big man out. Lively way out here. Now Horford, he was stuck on Kyrie, but notice how right here PJ is instantly going to make the switch onto Horford. He points to Kyrie to cover Hauser. But once again, the Celtics, all 5 guys are playing with high basketball IQ. Look at Hauser. He instantly notices that. He pulls Kyrie right back into the action. But watch the adjustments that they make. It's a ghost screen, and he's open for the 3. This right here is what made it tough for the Dallas Mavericks. They had to be perfect for the rest of the way, just for this to even go 6 games. The Celtics were just clicking as a unit, not only defensively, but offensively as well. So Jason Tatum right here gets the switch, and even with the Boston Celtics clicking as an offensive unit, it's only a matter of time before your superstar just kicks in. And with him having Lively on him, now they're going to pick on Luka. And he rejects the screen, and he finishes right through all this contact. And this is where your stars come through, and Tatum is ready for the moment. And Al Horford just all game long setting these pin down screens, just forcing guys to get on him. Right here, the Celtics want the Mavs as far as rim protection. The Mavs all season long have been one of the worst rim protecting teams. And after that trade deadline, them implementing Gafford and PJ kind of improved their odds a little bit more. But at the end of the day, Lively way out here, it's only a matter of time. And Tatum, unlike the 2022 NBA Finals, especially games 4, 5, and 6, he is improving his playmaking skills, and he is not settling. He could have easily have settled right here for a step back 3. And right here, he shows he's not shy to be that playmaker and gets Drew Holiday an easy bucket. So right here on the switch, Tatum gets the favorable matchup against Luka, but here's a conundrum for the Mavs. As you see right here, Lively and Green exchanging communication. Lively wants to switch because once again, they want rim protection down here. Tatum is picking his poison. He knows Lively's down there, so having Luka way out here is not necessarily going to be a problem for him. Cash. Celtics having numerous ways of making the Dallas Mavericks pay. You see Gafford right here serving as the low man, but look at Horford. Wide open. It's going to make him pay. The rim protection for the Dallas Mavericks all night long had to pick their poison. Now right here, Lively in this closeout, he's trying to defend that shot by Horford. But at the same time, the Celtics big man proving he's versatile as he attacks the hoop and gets the foul. Once again, this was the conundrum all series long for the Mavericks. The Celtics just had too many guys who could not only knock down threes, but could put the ball down on the floor and take mid-range shots. They could attack the hoop. Just so much offensive versatilities with all 5 guys on the floor. And when you combine that with the Mavs not necessarily having strong perimeter defense, just allowing guys like Tatum and Brown to easily penetrate that defense, and you have Gafford and a rookie in Lively down low, it's only a matter of time. And there's definitely a lot of improvements the Mavs can make in the offseason. Lively is definitely going to learn from this experience. And Luka on his side, it's a lot of the intangibles. How serious does he take himself during the offseason? Will he show up to training camp next season already in shape, ready to put a higher percentage of effort on the defensive end? He doesn't have to put 100%, just a lot more effort on the defensive end than he did this season. These are some of the things we'll be on the lookout for by September. And they came a long way. From the Kyrie Irving trade to the Gordon Hayward injury. You can even look at the pivot that they had to make off of Kemba Walker when he joined the Celtics, to the Ime Udoka scandal, all the heartbreaking losses from the conference finals against LeBron James, the 2020 playoffs in the bubble, to making the NBA finals in 2022, losing to the Warriors, and to having another heartbreaking loss in the conference finals in the following season to the Miami Heat, and losing one of the heart and souls of the team in Marcus Smart, to now getting over the hump and finally achieving their goals, especially Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. A lot of lessons learned along the journey, but that is part of the process. This Celtics team for the year, including the playoffs, finished with 80 wins and 21 losses. And even though some would say they caught a few breaks in the playoffs, not going up against Donovan Mitchell, fully healthy, they missed out on Jimmy Butler and a few games with Tyrese Halliburton. Their young dynamic duo in Jason Tatum and Brown still showed the many lessons learned throughout their journey, the execution, the playmaking, not settling for shots. The bad times were a good thing for these guys. And you can see the perseverance and grit that shines through them. And any one of these guys could have won MVP. And this Celtics team is misdiagnosed in this era, as they should be judged as one of the best ensemble casts in NBA champions history, along with teams like the San Antonio Spurs of 2014, the 1984 Boston Celtics, the 1979 Seattle Supersonics, the 2004 Detroit Pistons, and the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. The archetypes of those teams having numerous players who can average double digits in the finals is the proper way to put this 2024 Boston Celtics team into proper context. But as we all know, the media landscape that we're in, they're too pigeonholed into judging teams as far as who's the superstar and who's the big names. And due to the NBA having a more talented global pool to pick from in every single draft going forward, especially with these new CBA rules, the way the Boston Celtics are constructed will be the new wave of how some of these championship contending teams should be built. The influx of so many players defending multiple positions, having multiple skill sets, and having offensive versatility as far as finishing at the rack and making three-point shots. A job well done by the Boston Celtics. Their front office had to pivot in so many different ways, and we'll see if they can keep these boys together. As they always say, the job is never done. And until next time, you fellas stay safe. Peace.